The ocean covers 71% of Earth's surface and provides income for 3 billion people. Yet only 7.8% of marine areas are actually protected. Even then, only 2.7% of the ocean is adequately managed, meaning that these protected areas have enough funding to support proper monitoring and enforcement. Even less commonly do they ensure that their practices are fair and equitable to local communities and small-scale fisheries. Hi, my name is Taylor Bratton. I'm a first-year student at UCA Maras. I did my immersion project with Blue Finance on developing sustainable financing mechanisms for the Turnov Atoll Marine Reserve in Belize. Marine protected areas are one of the best methods for preserving biodiversity. So why aren't more marine reserves legitimately protected? Well, it's expensive. Salaries, boats, fuel, scientific monitoring equipment, that's where Blue Finance comes in. Blue Finance is a social enterprise that provides sustained funding and oversight to marine protected areas through grants, donations, investments, and blended finance. In my internship, I was able to experience firsthand what goes into the successful management and sustained funding of the Turnov Atoll Marine Reserve. Turnov is the largest atoll in the Belizean Mesoamerican reef system, and one of the most biologically diverse atolls in the Western Hemisphere. This thriving and dynamic marine ecosystem hosts a large number of economically and biologically important species. In the past few months, I have been working with the Turnov Atoll Sustainability Association under the supervision of Nicolas Pascal and Angie Brathwaite to develop 4 sustainable financing mechanisms to ensure the sustained funding of Turnov Atoll. In my position, focused on creative communications, I have worked to establish a park fee, citizen science ecotourism activities, technology to improve visitor experience, and an underwater trail. These strategies are aimed at increasing visitor entrance, and consequently, the payment of the park fee. My involvement with the park fee was based around methods of creatively communicating the principles of visitor fees to local stakeholders. I developed a series of pitch decks and presentations to ensure local understanding of the implementation of the new fee. I also worked to develop citizen science protocols, which serve 2 purposes. First, they provide visitors with fun and engaging ways to experience the marine protected area. And secondly, the data they collect will inform improved management strategies for the protection of these species. To develop these experiences, I worked with Belizean and Caribbean scientists to establish scientifically rigorous protocols, and I am currently in the process of training park rangers to guide these experiences, specifically around coral restoration, fish surveys, and plankton sampling to understand patterns of larval transport. Underwater trails are an effective strategy for increasing tourism and consequently increasing revenue from user fees. However, they also provide the opportunity to promote conservation through captivating narratives. Visitors will be able to snorkel through a coral garden, guided by explanatory slates that tell the story of coral restoration, local biodiversity, and the relationship between fishermen and the atoll. In the coming weeks, I am responsible for planning out the location of the trail and developing the educational content. To support all of these experiences and the payment of the park fee, I am also responsible for the design and construction of an app and a supplementary website. The app will have engaging information utilizing 360 video and augmented reality to guide people around the atoll. For park rangers and tour operators, it is designed to have a monitoring and enforcement program to allow users to log any IUU fishing activity, report endangered species, and track marine debris and discarded fishing gear. My role as the Creative Communications Coordinator allows me to act as the bridge between the Turnov Atoll Sustainability Association and Blue Finance. The strategies that we are developing are aimed at affirming important intrinsic values for marine protection through narrative sensory engagement, whether this is through citizen science, underwater trails, or interaction with the app. Thank you so much for listening.